Welcome to the kickoff ceremony for the new Sentinel building.
This building is a huge accomplishment for Ecology Action. We've done very, very great programs for many, many years. We saved our pennies, and here we are, the frugal nonprofit, getting into a great partnership in a downtown building. I'm very, very pleased, and thank you all for such a great teamwork.
I'm really happy that there's a downtown hub again. This used to be a night and day. It was kind of the center of what was going on here, and maybe very soon again it will be.
Thanks to all of you, this really does reflect our future. It will be a great addition to downtown in every respect.
Over the next 6 months, the three of us who have partnered together in this venture envision transforming this classic Santa Cruz landmark into a green and high-tech hub for the future of Santa Cruz. On with the brush.
Okay, we gotta see you. Okay, we're gonna get your best side here.
So when we took possession of this building, it was a complete hollowed out shell. Several years earlier, it had been the thriving hub of the Santa Cruz Sentinel with press rooms and the press buzzing at 24 hours a day. When we came in, the Sentinel had sold it to a holding company that had begun the demolition process and left it as just emptiness.
Everybody knows the Sentinel building. When I first visited the building, it was completely sort of gutted, and the roof was leaking. There was remnants of the newspaper still here, which had, but there was a good feeling of a good structure to the building and potential for reuse.
We built it with flexibility in mind because we weren't real sure how it was going to go, which direction, which departments might grow, which others may shrink. And that did happen as we moved on. I've been up and down this stairwell a few times.
This was the newsroom and the library that we had, the editor's office over here, city editor there. I remember you were looking at the partnership that has come into this building. It's what's going on in today's world, on the website or the Ecology Action and the sensitivity to the environment. I think it's very appropriate. I'm really glad that people are coming home down to Santa Cruz.
There really wasn't any question from the very beginning of doing this as a green building. Green building is really important for all of us because it benefits the environment, it benefits the people who work in the building, and it benefits the communities. So a first principle of environmental action is reuse. Not discarding the things that have gone before and starting anew every time. That's a principle we really drove home with taking this building that many said should just be knocked down, the rock should be stripped off, start over again. There's no hope for that building. And we said, yes, there is. And it's not going to be that hard to transform it into something that really works for Santa Cruz and that works for the people inside.
One of the key features about energy conservation in the project is getting natural light in here. The use of skylights is one of the key features in reducing energy. Also, one of the lead features is to get as much, to be in interior space as much as possible so you can see the out of doors.
A lot of attention has gone into making it light, to making it airy, to making it a fun place to be. That's probably its greatest value to us as Ecology Action. We have a lot of work to do in the years ahead. This will enable us to do that work as well as it can be done.
During the construction process, any material or any waste that was generated was separated, such as the metal studs were separated into a metal container, recycled materials in a recycled container, concrete and placed in another container, and those were all sent to various places and reused. In the project, we're still doing the calculations, but we'll be somewhere in the 80 to 90% diversion rate for our materials that were used on site, which is a really good number. Some of the green features in the project are this railing was the original railing in the Sentinel building, went around the large space in the front of the building. The floor is a natural rubber floor. Aluminum is used throughout, which is a recycled material. This space, of course, is skylights, which is skylights are used everywhere in the building, get as much natural light in as possible. The corridor down there is natural stone. The corridor up here is a natural cork material. These railings are recycled plastic using reeds and plant material. And so this is kind of an example of a typical part of the building where as many materials that we can use that were recyclable or green were used. The solar panels, the installation of the solar panels was sort of an interesting challenge. It provides enough electricity to certainly supply all of Ecology Action's needs and the majority of Cruzio's needs.
Less than a year ago, we stood in the same place. There was a dingy metal bashed-in door that the three partners painted green to symbolize the greening, the rejuvenation, the revitalization of this address. The new address, 877, the trendy 877 building, and I am so pleased to have been part of the process that has been led this transformation from what was for 2 years a sad abandoned building to a vibrant center of Santa Cruz today.
Yeah.
What we're doing today with this building is just symbolic in so many different ways. It's symbolic because when this building was first built in the 60s, it was considered state-of-the-art at the time. It was centered the place that was the center of a major communications hub and news hub for us locally. And who would have thought that now it's the same thing in keeping up with the times, that with the solar panels and a 6,000 gallon water catchment, with what it does for transportation and transit and being friendly and lowered energy, it is state of the art for its time once again.
It's my great pleasure to welcome this building, this revisioned building to the city of Santa Cruz, to downtown Santa Cruz. It is really a center for ecology, a center for entrepreneurship, a center for what the future of Santa Cruz is.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Please come in.
Welcome to our new home. How fabulous is this place? Is it great or what? Thank you for coming this evening and enjoy your stay with us.
Here, here.
I think the building can serve as a inspiration or set a good example of what can be done, not extravagantly, and provide a great space for folks to work and spend their days in a well-lit, well-ventilated green space.
Renovating this building has enabled us to show to the community how you can create a beautiful, practical, economical result and still reduce the detrimental impacts on the environment.